Packers beat the Browns yesterday, 24-22. I thought the Browns were actually going to win this game, but Baker Mayfield played a horrible game. He had 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, which the 4 interceptions was the main part. During the last drive of the game, he absolutely played terrible. There was a holding call, I felt like, at the last play, which would have maybe caused it to maybe turn in a different direction. But besides that, I don't think that much of what would have changed. Who knows what happened if they would have got that call, what would have gone on if Baker would have made another mistake, or if they would even went that close. It seemed like they weren't even driving that well before that even happened, so who knows if it would have changed the tide of the game. Also, Nick Chubb had 126 yards and 1 touchdown. He honestly had a great game, and I'll show you later what the safety for the Browns had to say. Rodgers had 24/34 of completions and attempts, 202 yards and 3 touchdowns. He honestly had a great game and honestly played great. And he didn't really make that many mistakes, was an absolute contrast to how Baker Mayfield played, having 4 interceptions in one game, which, in my opinion, it might be time to bitch Baker Mayfield after throwing 4 interceptions in one game. Might be time to bring in Case Keenum or anyone else. They need to make a trade to get Baker away from the Browns. It's an absolute time now after he throws 4 interceptions in one game. That can't happen and him still be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Davante Adams had a good game as well. 10 receptions, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns in one game. Honestly, the 2 touchdowns is very impressive with the 114 yards. And it's honestly a great game for him. And honestly, a great game for the Packers in general. What do you guys think on this performance? Safety John Johnson III rips in a play calling during the loss to the Packers. Damn ball, that's his message to the coach, which in my opinion, I don't think it was really his fault. The play calling wasn't the problem. They really had to stop the run at the end of the game. They really couldn't get anything going. They were barely getting first downs when they were trying to get the field goal to win the game, so I don't really know if that much would have really changed if they would have ran the ball the whole time. And it seems like they had a pass just because of how much time was on the clock, so I don't really get what he means. We got Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game. I think it's going to be very close, but I think the Cowboys are going to win. Antonio Brown can make $1 million in contract incentives during Tampa Bay's last 3 regular season games, which is honestly, I think he probably might make some. I wonder what technically he has to do to get them. Maybe since he got suspended for those games, he really wants to, which I could see that happening to him. Really pushing himself to get this $1 million contract incentive to happen.